Welcome to Ghosted by the Machine, the podcast where job seekers break through the algorithm and get heard. No filters, no bots, just 5 minutes of truth. I'm your host, Mark Lane, and today we're giving the mic to someone who's actively seeking and actively showing up. Let's get into it. 5 minutes, 5 questions with our special guest today, Courtney Penn Blevins from Columbus, Ohio, a communicator, storyteller, relationship manager, and strategy architect. Welcome to the show, Courtney.
Thank you so much, Mark. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, love having you. Tell me a little bit about yourself and what role are you looking for?
As you introduced, that was a great review of what I do. I am a communicator at heart. So I really want to bring to my executives, to my organizations, to my corporations, whomever I am working for and with, I want to make sure their communications are clear and concise and effective. That's my job. And in order to do that, I am focused on building relationships and maintaining very, very significant levels of trust. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a position where I can use all of my experience, right, to help someone bring their story to light and make sure that they're communicating in the best possible way. I'm also like you said, a relationship manager. I love to facilitate and nurture relationships. I love to grow and create connections. So that's another thing I'm looking to do.
So, on this journey that you're having right now, do you think AI has helped or hurt you?
Both. It's no secret that if you're applying for a job, it gets dumped into a system that immediately filters out, the right word isn't there, if the right ages aren't there, things like that. So that's disheartening. Right. But on the flip side, AI and technology has allowed me and most other job seekers, I think, the ability to really hone in on what the position's looking for. If you've got a resume that's up to date and accurate and truthful, and you're looking at a job description, you can put those two in the machine and come out with a really effective start for a cover letter. And it's a lot quicker than having to start from scratch, right? So I think that, yes, it's hurtful because it doesn't allow some people to get through who'd be perfect for the position. But it's also quite useful because I'm churning out these cover letters and applications that to jobs and even getting access to jobs that I'm a really, really good fit for. I don't know that I would see them if it weren't for AI. So it's both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is your secret skill or superpower that most resumes don't show?
I am a relationship empath. So professional empath, I should say, because it really didn't work personally at all. Until I met my husband, I was a terrible empath. I could not read guys at all, but that doesn't matter anymore. But professionally, I really am able to zero in on the things that make people tick, what they want, what they're doing, what their strengths are. And that really gives me the leg up in building those relationships. Because if I can see what you're about, then I can talk to you the way that will be effective. And so that's my secret sauce.
What's one thing you tell recruiters or hiring managers today?
I am a naturally bubbly personality. And I think a lot of times that translates as she's not serious. And so part of what I strive to make sure comes through is that I'm a very powerful communicator. I'm a very powerful executive with wonderful years of experience that proves the work that I do, that it is effective and that it is useful, that it is meaningful to a corporation. So that is one of the things that I try to communicate, maybe not with words. I don't necessarily say I'm very serious, but I really make sure that my demeanor is such that during the interview or doing the discussion or doing the informational session, that I can really make sure we're not at 100% Courtney, blah, we're really taking some time to make sure my ability comes through, my experience, my know-how, my expertise shines through. Sometimes I lean towards the, hey, and that's really not, the most effective way, I think, to present yourself as a serious professional. But on the other hand, I don't want to I'm very serious. Nobody likes that either. So finding that happy medium.
It's always good to be yourself, right?
Yeah, Absolutely. Always myself. Now we can't change I can't fix that face much. It's gonna tell you exactly what I'm thinking.
So is there anything giving you hope right now?
Part of what gives me hope is the way I was raised, the relationship that I have with Christ and with my church. As I was mentioning before, this time, frustrating and scary and annoying and taxing and trying and exhausting as it is, has also opened up a lot of space. Obviously, I'm not working. Looking for a job is work, but you know what I'm trying to say. That space, therefore, that I was filling with my day to day work and the hours that I would spend at the computer that is now focused on my relationship with Christ, my relationship with my husband, my relationship with my son, my relationship with my mother, my relationship with my extended family. All of those relationships have benefited in ways that I didn't know they were bad, and they weren't bad. But the improvements and enhancements that I've been able to bring forth is amazing. I've never been closer to any of the people or forces in my life than I have during these past 10 months. My relationship with Christ is a beautiful thing. And, when we were talking earlier, you were saying that God has a plan. I believe that wholeheartedly, and I always have. The problem is that's a little bit difficult for us as humans to understand and be like, okay, God has a plan. I'm just going to sit here and let him do it because we want to do, right? What
Right.
time is it? When's the plan going to, when we actually do something for the plan, should I be doing something for the plan? What time is the plan going to kick in? How long is the plan going to take? You're going to be done with the plan. And so when you are pushed to a place where I could ask those questions, but I don't have those answers, and neither do you, and neither does anyone else looking for a job. So you just have to be quiet, and you have to like in and NA, they say let the system do it. It works if you work it. Let it do its job. Sit back and trust the process. And that's also, it's also been evident in my relationship with my husband, with my child, with my mother. My mother's 95 years old. My father passed away around 10 years ago, and my husband and son and I, we moved into my childhood home to care for my mother. And she's had some pretty significant health scares. She's fine now. She's 95 and she doesn't take any medicine. She doesn't even wear
Oh,
glasses.
wow.
She's going to outlive us all. But she caught the flu, right? And it kind of did a number on her, and we ended up having to take her to the hospital. And my job that I had previously was very flexible, but to be able to give all of it to her, and not have to worry about the meetings I'm missing or the calls I'm not able to make or not making deadline, or will someone even cover from me on that trip? And I was able to give her calmly all of my attention and really make sure that she was ready to leave the hospital, and talking with the doctors and being there every day. I mean, my sisters and brothers were there in case they watched this. You guys were there. Okay. You were there too. But having the ability to manage all of that, right? And the space to do it, I wouldn't have had that. So that's really the best part of this. It's given me time, and it's really helped me think. And it's also been very useful to really be very intentional about what is my next step going to be. Is it going to be a traditional job? Is it going to be something different? Is it going to be a completely different industry? And so it's kind of exhilarating. It's also terrifying, but it's kind of exhilarating to think, there's going to be a next step, because everything ends, right? Everything. So, I mean, we just don't know how. So I'm trying to keep hopeful and have a positive anticipatory feeling about what this journey is going to look like when it comes to a close.
Courtney, we're going to be interested in finding out how this journey continues for you down the road.
Wonderful. Yeah, me too.
Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a delight. I hope I can come back one day.
Now, if you're hiring or know someone whom Courtney should meet, check out their LinkedIn profile. It will be in the show notes. And if you'd like to be on the podcast, email me, DM me, or comment on LinkedIn or any of our social platforms. We're always looking for real voices in this ghost town of job search silence. This is Ghosted by the Machine. Let's make hiring human again. Thanks again, Courtney. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you too.